Hello and welcome back to Let's Address It, the podcast. And I am Sexy Lexi, your overall mother addresser. And thank you guys for watching and tuning in for part 2 of West Coast Baddies. I am on the West Coast and
Wait, that's the title?
No, it's not.
I love it.
You
West Coast
silly.
Baddies.
Girl, be quiet, girl, till I introduce you, you silly stink. Girl. So, you guys, I am here with the firecracker girl. I am here with the runway extraordinaire. I am here with the most sweetest, dangerous, outgoing, fun time party girl, Gia. Say hi.
Hi everybody. Hi Sissy, thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming.
Overall mother address it.
Let's address it. Okay. First of all, thank you for coming. I know when Valerie, I don't know why I'm calling this hoe Valerie.
Because that's her name.
Yeah, but
that's her other name. Yeah.
When the diamond reached out to
Yes.
you and you said yes immediately. He was like,
course.
Lexi, my girl, I appreciate you for coming.
Of course.
And for bringing good energy with
Always.
you. This lady came in here and threw my lash on. My girl came in here, threw my lash on in 5 seconds, y'all. I ain't never seen nothing like it. So thank you.
Absolutely.
Okay, so let's jump into it. Tell the world who Gia is in 1 minute. Look in that camera. Let the world know who Gia is.
Well, Gia now is representing something that personally, for me, I think is explosive. Just being the simple fact that I've triumphed a lot. I've been told no a lot most of my life. And just being in this place of full of yeses. This is what the yes looks like.
But you came on here to give it, huh?
I mean, me speaking personally, yes, that's what I'm here to do. I'm not here to just address it, but get the record straight.
Okay, well, since you started off to a fast-paced start, can you tell me a little bit about your upbringing?
Well, my upbringing is a little bit different than most.
Give it to us.
I was accepted at a very early age. I'm not a runaway. I was actually allowed the space to be a creative as an artist. I've been dancing since I was 5 years old. I'm technically trained.
What kind of dance? Can we elaborate on that?
Ballet, jazz, modern, tap, hip hop.
Really?
There is nothing that I can't do.
Oh my God, that is really dope.
Yeah, so my parents are influenced in my life in every way. They have also educated me on awareness as far as drug abuse and substance abuse. They both stem from that. They are my mother is still living and is retired, but she is also a leader in her community as far as Narcotics Anonymous. She's a pioneer.
That's pretty decent.
And also she has been a sponsor for a lot of the younger generation. So to see my mother be an advocate for her community and have fellowship and camaraderie is something that I look forward to. And also it's been a great experience seeing my mother and her journey and seeing her transition and seeing that sometimes they do overcome their obstacles.
Yeah.
And, know, like
really
for some of
decent.
us that see our parents in those dark spaces, they do see the light eventually.
Yeah.
So I'm grateful for that.
That was good.
Grateful.
That was good. Do you come from a big family?
I don't come from I wouldn't consider like a big family, but I would consider like a medium size.
How many siblings do you have?
I have an older sister. She's 10 years older than me. She has 2 kids. I have my mom who has 4 siblings. So
You got a lot of
cousins and
that kind
cousins
of thing.
for sure.
Can I ask you something? What is your
Absolutely.
nationality?
I'm black, white, Mexican, Indian, and French. I'm a mutt.
I was about to say that, but I
yeah,
didn't want
no,
to say
it's
it 'cause
okay. No, y'all, listen.
But what
No,
was your
okay.
what nationality is your mother?
My mother is Spanish and Indian. My dad is black, and my mother is also.
Because I'm
French and
getting
white. Yeah.
Indian. I'm not getting Spanish. I'm getting black and Indian.
Well,
Creole. What's behind Creole?
well, that's what it is, but I'm not technically Creole because Creole is all of those rolled into one. But I'm not
okay.
because of my parents are split. Like my dad is predominantly black, and my mom is all the jazz and
Can I
all
tell you
the
something?
spice.
Your energy is amazing.
Thank you, sis.
It always is amazing.
Thank you so
like
much.
every time I see you, it's the
Consistency
same
is key. Same girl.
energy. Like, can anybody because
Can we attest to that?
Can anybody
She's
out there that
runaway
actually
girl.
know Gia? Is she the same way all the
LA
time?
girl.
Just a good, like a fun time.
I'm here for the good time.
That's a good. I like that. I know
sis.
people gravitate towards that because
Absolutely.
you got a
But
light.
there's a negative and a positive I think, and I think
Break it down. Tear them up.
real quick, I'm gonna address it.
No, we got time.
Because listen, because I am such a hospitable person and I come across as like a likable person, people misconstrued that a lot, and they make it to where it's difficult for me to be a social person because they take advantage. You know, being the socialite and the girl that I am.
You gotta know
like
when to
you
turn
are.
it on and turn it off.
And also, I know when someone has genuine intentions and they have ulterior motives. And as a LA girl, a native, I will say, it's really difficult for me to find genuine people because
Agreed.
there's a lot of transplants
ate
here.
that.
So
ate
people
that.
they come here with this perception that they have to create this
Hollywood.
persona.
Hollywood.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have to be this
Yeah.
this character, and that's a difference for me. This is really my life, since this is who I am. I'm not pretending to be something that I'm not, because if that was the case, I wouldn't be her anymore.
Okay, well now we actually are talking about your life. I know a lot of people, even myself, and I'm gonna be honest, because you know we sisters.
Yes.
And, I thought like this. Okay, so the scar on your face, like
Yes.
we're gonna get into it.
Yeah.
But I always thought that it was probably from like silicone or something. removal or
Yeah, some traumatic experience.
something.
I mean,
A lot of
it is.
people think that.
It is.
So can you tell?
Well, I would say this. As a kid coming up, I always got like, it's so tragic. You know, kids are really like really, really, really cruel. But as a child, I always got like, you were sucking dick and your lips split open. That's
Really?
so crazy.
Oh, so
how
how
kids
long
think
has this
like
been like
well,
this?
let me explain.
Yeah.
So,
Tell the people
I
what
was
happened, and then
born-
we can go into
I
it.
was born with a lateral hair lip. Most people have horizontal cleft hair lip. A hair lip is where your it's a birth defect, so it's either like your lip is connected to your nose, or part of your lip is missing, or something of that nature. Okay,
Okay.
so basically the closure of my lips, and when you write lips on the ends, it's like a heart, you know, like the V, right? So instead of a V, I had like just tissue and just like the lip. So they had to create a closure. So what they did was they removed scar tissue from the inside of my mouth,
Okay.
and then they created a V and they sewed it together.
Got
so
it.
I've had it done 3 times. The last time I had it done was in 1998.
Okay.
So since then, obviously cosmetic surgery has transitioned, but
Yeah.
it just takes a lot of courage for me to honestly like sit down and have that procedure and have to sit and not eat for like
Tell us why you they don't want you to eat.
Well, it's because your
you mean
mouth
after
is,
you get the surgery?
after the surgery,
How
yeah,
long-
because
what- you gotta- go ahead, explain.
your mouth is basically sewn not shut, but to a different extent, so
you
you
can
can't
sip. You can
really
only sip.
exercise your mouth. So yeah, chewing is a job.
How long did they tell you the downtime?
My downtime the last time I had it done was 4 weeks. So I'm getting ready to have it done again.
Now, can I ask you a question? When they do
absolutely.
it this time, being as though surgeries and this, all that stuff is so much more advanced, you won't have the scarring no more.
Yeah, well, basically what I'm doing is revision.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we're just reducing the scar, and typically it's on this side. But for me, that's something that I think that it's important that I communicate that with people, because we all suffer through trials and
Insecurity.
tribulations.
Yeah, insecurities.
And not even insecurities, but just struggles.
Yeah.
Things that we have to deal with on our own at our own time. You know what I mean? And I
Mm-hmm.
think that's something important that we can all relate on is, perfection is a myth, and we all have things that we're insecure about or uncomfortable with. And I've grown to be so confident in it because it creates a safe space for everyone. I think if I was...
break that down. How does that come?
the reason why it creates a safe space is because I think if I didn't have this imperfection, I would be a little bit too unapproachable. In that sense of like, bitch, she's too beat. She's too perfect. In that sense, it's almost like I'm intimidated to talk to her, but when I look at you with this minor imperfection, it makes me feel like I have, not in a sense
Compassion?
of one up on her, but yes,
okay.
compassion for her because, what happened to her? What happened to
Yeah,
her face?
yeah,
So
yeah.
that makes it a little bit more like, wow, she's a real human. She's not
Yeah,
super
yeah, yeah,
superhuman. If
yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So can I ask you a question? And I want you to
Sure.
be really perfectly honest because it's okay. Did it used to do it? Did it ever at one point make you feel insecure? Like I wasn't, like you wasn't pretty?
No, it actually made me question people and their motive.
Tear them up. Ooh,
and
this is gonna
in
be
the
good.
sense of like, because when people call me pretty, I feel like it's either a lack of self
Or
or
they trying to make you
a
feel-
self pity. Because I know I'm beautiful. I know that.
You are.
But the thing is, it's what is your motive? Do you have a motive? Are you just genuinely mentioning that because you see my insides? And I feel like you seeing my aesthetic, it's so easy to be like, oh, she's pretty. But when you know me, when you get a like, say for instance, earlier after me doing your lashes, if you were to say, bitch, you're beautiful, I received a compliment because you see my insides. It wasn't about I walked in, bitch, fur coat, 30-inch bust down and all
I got to see.
It's like, yes, of course I'm beautiful. That's common.
It's a different kind of
but it's a different. My insides is what people see most, and I think that's the part that I want your followers and your influencers to understand. It's about your insides. It's not about the exterior. It's not. It's about the interior.
Okay. Well, shit, we on the road. Can I ask you a question? Are you dating right now?
Am I dating? I am dating.
You are?
Yes,
For how-
yes.
what's
Men
the
are like
perfect-
shoes and
what-
purses. You can never have enough.
Yeah, you
we
better
love
fucking
them.
give it.
Yes.
Listen, you came in here to cut up. Yeah.
I
So
swear,
listen, let me ask you
swear.
this: what kind of guys does Gia like?
What kind of guys do I like? I like guys that like me. I like guys that I have a this is one of my things right now, like the what are you doing? The you're so sexy, you're so beautiful. I know that already. I know that. And do you know how many I almost said the N-word, how many men tell me that? What sets you apart, bro? When are you going to come at me with some intelligent conversation, some dialogue where it's like, oh, shit, now I got to think. This motherfucker want to, talk to me. Like,
okay, so listen, all right. Let me say this.
In a way.
I think in this today's climate, it's just different when you dating because nobody wants to pick up the phone and actually have a conversation.
Right.
People just want to text, what you doing? Good morning, beautiful.
Yeah.
It's very surface. Like, okay, my whole thing is once we do the good morning, beautiful, and hours later, what you doing? What you do? Like 2 days of that, I'm no longer interested.
Yeah, well,
you know what I mean.
me
Did you eat what you
personally,
eat? What do you care if I told you
can
I
only
just
speak
ate
from
shit?
experience. My point for saying that is I stem from the sex work industry. I'm actually a survivor of being in a domestic dispute in 2019. I'm the first black trans woman of Baldwin Hills in West Hollywood.
Baldwin Hills, the TV show? I mean,
no. That's the city I live in.
Oh.
I'm the first black trans woman, the first black trans woman to be Woman of the Year in Baldwin Hills and in West Hollywood. So me understanding that men, a lot of the times, as black trans women, they see us as like an
object,
a number, not a person. Exactly. Yeah. So a lot of the times I've reciprocated that energy. So again, what sets you apart in that retrospect? Because like we're objects and you are too. And that for me is what hinders me from dating a lot because I come from the opposite side of the spectrum, seeing men, how they communicate with their wives and secondary emotions, and they have other phones and just how people, I will say, the second life. It deters me from being compassionate with men.
You know what?
It deters me from that because a lot of the times people don't see that side, and it kind of like they can brush it off their shoulders, they can turn the other cheek. And me,
let me cut you off.
I'm a Virgo and I'm an earth sign naturally, so I'm a real bitch like all the time. So I don't know how to turn it off and turn it on in that retrospect. Like either we gonna be transparent about some shit or we not.
Okay, now I'm gonna try to piggyback off of that. I have for this the sex work, of course, like it's no secret. I've done
Yeah.
sex work. And when you just ate that up, when you be like, you really, they will come in there with their wedding ring on, to tell you to hold on. Their wife be calling. Oh, honey, I'm on my way. They be having their kids outside in the car.
Yeah.
Like, so, and you know what? I never really thought about that. Like, this cheating, lying bastard. He coming here paying for sex, but he, I never really thought to do it. Like, niggas ain't shit. Excuse you, bitch.
Them too. Y'all too. Yeah. But men as a whole, for me.
No, but but that's
right. Yeah.
Girl, you made me. All right. So I want you to simmer down because I see that I got you a little.
There's that firecracker.
I see on here that you are an actress.
Yes.
Can you tell me what kind of actress things? What have you acted?
I have done recently. I did a short film that was actually in a very big film festival here in also Sundance, and it was interesting just being that I was stepping outside of myself in that retrospective, like, this is something I've been doing for a while, but as a trans person, it's a little
Sister, can I ask you a question? You tipsy, ain't you?
No, not at all. No.
Because, bitch, you came in with this tequila, girl.
No, I did not. I don't drink. I did not drink.
Girl, you just get...
Cup?
Girl, you gave me...
a cup. No, not at all.
Get this lady off of this couch.
No.
Oh, my God, sister. All right, let's be serious.
Okay.
You also are a model.
Yes.
Fuck that. Let's jump right into it. You are the runway girl out here on the West Coast. Is there any other film queens? Like, is there any other runway girls like you?
They're up and coming.
No, but I mean, they got the name like you, like,
No.
In ball, like, I'm talking about in ballroom, like.
As far as runway girls?
Yeah.
Female figures?
Bitch, like you, femme queen.
No.
No, it's no. Because how long have you been walking ballroom?
It's been 21 years.
Damn, sis, how old is you? You ain't gotta say. If you don't
Why
want to.
not? No, I'm 37. I wear that proudly.
Oh, come on, bitch.
Yeah,
you better
37.
motherfucking wear that proudly like that. Don't bookie butts. Okay. Okay, so not only you, this is the biggest one because you've been doing this the longest. You are a showgirl.
Yeah.
Can you tell me what a night doing showgirl? What is that to the people?
What is that?
Like, I mean, okay, let me better explain.
Okay.
A night of you going to your club and you being in the dress room doing your make, like, tell me what is a night, like one of the most, like a fun night, or a night where, the club is going to be packed. What is a typical night of you?
A typical night, well, I actually work in a restaurant in San Francisco, and it's so ironic because I was just thinking that to myself, like, about 2 weeks ago, I was there for Halloween, and I was like, wow, I really get to do what I love to do for a living. Just the preparation, just getting in the mirror and doing my makeup, but also seeing my sisters around me.
I was going to ask you that.
And that, to me, I think that's the best part, is like seeing the camaraderie. Coming up, I come from an extensive line of performers, but I will say, coming up in the dressing room, a lot of the times it was like a competition.
Yeah. I bet.
Yeah, and in this space that I'm in now and where I work, I'm in a space to where it's not a competition. It's more of like a sisterhood shit.
Yeah.
And we're in the back, we're laughing, we're talking, we're sharing jokes, we're sharing food, it's a hidden language to where now I will show you my back and you'll zip it up.
Okay. Yeah, I got it.
And then she'll show me her back and I'll zip her up.
Okay,
and that for me it speaks so many volumes because I wasn't taught that in my upbringing as a Black trans woman. It wasn't about us coming together. It was about me being the only one.
No shade.
And that's what I want to change.
You know what?
The demographic
because it was very bad when I was coming up
Absolutely.
too. I think the girls are starting to relax a little bit more.
They don't have a choice. With Trump coming in office, child.
Yeah, we better stick together. No shade. But I don't want to get political. Just not yet. Not just yet.
Okay.
Okay, so you were actually on HBO. Legendary.
Yes.
What season was this?
Season 2.
You were on season 2. Yes. Oh, who else was on? You was on there with Stasha was on there.
Yes, I was on there with Stasha.
Stasha. Who else was on? The girls that was on. Erica Lanvin was season 1.
Season 1. Yes,
okay, right.
That's my sis. Shout
Shannon
out to my
was
sis.
also on season.
Love
Shannon
you,
Balenciaga
sis.
was also season 2 too, correct?
Who?
Shannon. She was on like
Who's that?
Shannon Balenciaga.
Oh no. Oh. Beautiful gowns.
get paid, girl.
My
What?
sissy Simone. Hi, Moni.
Oh,
I love you,
shout-
sis. Shout out to my dog.
Guess that don't be me. First of all, shout out to Shimon Tishi. Listen, you guys, to all of my addressers, be on the lookout for the dark skin, the brown, the beautiful bitch
My
of
girl,
the South.
honey.
Simone Tishi, Japan. But no, let's be serious. What was HBO Legendary Max for you? Like, did you audition? Did you have to audition for it?
Actually, I did not. I was actually a part of the pilot. The pre-rollout to
Oh, really?
Legendary was filmed here.
Because it was filmed here in
It was
LA.
filmed here,
Oh, that's
yeah.
decent.
So I was gonna do season 1, and then at the time, Marcus and I left Mizrahi.
Okay.
And it was like a little thing
Yeah.
at that time.
But you spent the block and you made it on. Okay, so can I just ask you, what was like
Yeah.
the to the world, to the peoples out there? Because you know, when you home watching it on TV,
Yeah.
how is it like? Tell me how the filming part work. Like, you know, y'all do like how many? It was like a competition that like for that week.
The thing is, for us, we were like in jail the whole time. Just being the simple fact
heard
that like
that.
it was during COVID. It
Oh,
was in
yeah, on
the
top of
height
that.
of COVID. So they literally
Yeah.
had like COVID police walking around. It was honestly
like,
like,
is it-
us
okay.
in jail. But I will say the best part about it is like at that time Tishi was new and we were all new. I was
So wait,
literally
to the
getting
people that's
dressed.
out there. Hold on. To people that's out there, it was tell it the 5 people.
It was myself, Simone, Dro, Trey, and Stanley. That
Okay,
was the
go ahead.
5 of
Let's
us.
go ahead. Finish. On.
What I got the most from that though was them. And what's so crazy is like we can be in 5 different spaces in our lives, but we always manage to come back to each other, and that's a bond that like I don't have with anybody else. And like literally I'm getting dressed tonight and I'm like on the phone with them. So
Really?
it's like, yeah, literally, I swear to God, like Simone literally is like, call me. I gotta call her when we get out.
Yeah.
We gotta call her.
I
But
love
yeah,
me some Simone.
Those
I
are my
love her.
babies,
That's
and
my-
I love y'all so much. And
I can't just picture y'all two together, baby.
I'm
with
so
her
grateful.
energy and your energy.
Oh, we are a fucking good
Woo.
time.
Bitch, could you imagine all 3 of us?
Earth signs. She's a Taurus. I'm Virgo.
Cancer is what?
Cancer, you're
Is that
water.
Water sign,
yeah,
right?
water,
Okay.
yeah.
Bitch, could you imagine all of us? Girl.
You have a good time.
Bitch, if y'all can just get, if you need you and Simone for like a half an hour, girl, the
Oh
memes
my
that
God.
will come, baby, the memes that will come from that video. Okay, all right, let's be serious.
Yes.
So, is it true that because I heard from a couple other people that was on, Honey was on your season too. Honey was
Yes,
on, yeah.
yeah.
What I'm trying to say here, it was like jail.
Yeah, it was. It really was. It
Like
really
they
was
wasn't
jail
allowing
for
y'all
us.
to walk around.
No, we couldn't go like across the street to get food.
Really?
We couldn't even go downstairs to get our own food. Like they had runners go get our food. Like I have an emotional support pet, and they would walk my pet. Like
What? Are
it was
you
crazy.
fucking shitting me?
It was crazy. It was crazy.
But I mean, but what was oh, because of the COVID thing.
Yeah, because of
like they didn't want you
COVID,
outside
yeah.
coming back in here infecting the
Yep,
kids.
mhm.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
so let's get this straight, you guys. It wasn't that HBO had a faulty team. Or nothing
No,
like
it
that.
wasn't
It was just at
anything
the
like
height
that.
of
It was
and that was at the
yeah.
beginning of it. So
Yeah,
it was real
so
locked
it
down.
was really locked down.
Yeah, it was really locked
Because if
down.
anybody tested positive, they would have shut down
The
production
production,
completely.
right,
So it's like,
right,
bitch,
right.
we just spent all this money to shoot a film, a
Right,
show,
right,
and
right,
we
right.
can't
That makes sense. That makes perfect
yeah,
sense.
It's ruined.
I want to just say shout out to HBO Max for giving the girls, for giving our ballroom community, which we came from, grew up in, and put our money, blood, sweat, and tears into it, and allowing us to be on your platform and showcase our talents to the world. Even though I wasn't on the show, but I watched it it was I wanted to see what was coming next, and it was just such a beautiful thing. So shout out to HBO Max for that. Let me see, my girl, what else you got on here? You were the spokesmodel for who? Blush? What this?
No, it is it's actually a nonprofit organization, and we are campaigning for Black women, advocating for Black women to just get tested.
Is it Black trans woman or just
Black women?
all of
Black
them?
women.
Oh,
yes, Black
cisgender women.
I am the Black trans spokesmodel, but there's a Black woman for each, basically each spectrum. So we have a Black trans woman, we have a Black lesbian, we have a Black trans man, we have a Black woman, cisgender woman, like each spectrum.
On the
So
board, like on
all of us. Yeah.
That's
across
pretty
the board.
dope.
Yeah, it's amazing.
How long
It's
has this
amazing.
been going on for?
We just started the campaign at the top of the month.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Gail Beans is as well as a spokesmodel that I've drawn really close to the beginning of the campaign. We really hit it off, and I love her so much. She's been very, very supportive. I consider her a very big ally from P Valley. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, wait, that's not Mercedes, is it?
No. The she has the short red hair. Big,
Mississippi,
smile.
Mississippi. Am I crooked?
No.
Wait. Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Big, pretty
yeah.
Really,
I know
really
exactly
sweet.
who you're talking about.
Really
Yes. That's my girl.
Love her. Love her.
Damn, you just threw me off. And then it says woman Cutman, woman something. Oh, you're the woman. Okay, so girl, I'm gonna fuck you up, girl. This handwriting, girl. We gonna have it out.
She put me on the spot.
I know I did. Listen, let me ask you something, sister.
Yes, ask me.
Can you tell the world, like, where do you see Gia at in the next 5 years? Any kind of goals or accomplishments that, yeah.
Well, honestly speaking, I've been taking my talents to different heights and different spectrums. I'm actually trying to now put my efforts into other people. So now I am a runway instructor. I'm getting ready to start workshopping. I want to teach more dance in the future. I actually want to open a nonprofit organization, kind of like a boys and girls club, but it's a space for kids in the inner city. I've grown up in the inner city. I'm from Compton, but I've lived on Crenshaw. I've lived in Lamert. I've lived in Inglewood, and I've known that there's a lot of local talent that gets overshadowed by a lot of the parents that are eager to letting their children and leading them, but it's because of the hidden motives, because a lot of the times their parents see their children as scapegoats or the golden ticket, or you know what I mean? So like for me, I didn't have, my mom was out partying and on drugs and doing X, Y, and Z. And if I had somebody that was like my dance teacher who gave me the opportunity, then I would be a little bit further than where I am now. So that's where I'm leading to. That's what I want in my life. I want to be able to give back to the youth, and I want them to be able to get management and production and agents at an early age, and be in those spaces.
Is it not just for LGBTQ?
No, it's just for children.
That's
children,
decent.
period.
On,
yeah,
sissy.
absolutely. That's what this is about.
Oh, this is so decent that you want to give back, especially being as though you came from dancing and all of that
the
stuff.
arts,
That is just so decent. You can tell you got a big heart.
Absolutely. I feel like it's my job as the youngest living icon on the West Coast. It is a thing. It is not only a thing for me, but just understanding like that's something that a lot of my peers, as in the older generation, they're not concerned about that. They're not really worried about the youth.
Right.
They're worried about
shade.
Being present, because that's enough for them. But for me, it's no longer about me. It's about my legacy.
Right.
And when I leave here, I want to have like 50 little Gias running around here, flipping their hair and walking runway and on TV shows and acting and doing all the things, because my mother taught me how to do it.
I know
that's my job. That's it.
Yo, this lady is sassy. Okay, so let me damn, I was about to ask you something. When the next time can we expect you back on the floor on the floor?
On the ballroom floor?
Yes.
Matter
of fact, don't they? What? Was that you that was making that you? Wait, who was it you? Before I say, it's an upcoming runway with for a lot of money, right? No, I think is it another G that walk runway?
No.
Was that you making statuses like, bitch, I can't wait to get back on that floor? Was it you?
No. It was somebody that incorporated me in their status.
Okay.
But no. I don't have Facebook.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Okay. No. It's oh God, I know your days are so much better because it can be a distraction.
That was honestly, and that's something that I do want to discuss here, because sometimes we do feel obligated, because like we're affiliated by way of ballroom, and a lot of ballroom is on Facebook, and that's a lot of toxicity for me. I personally, if I can't wake up to that type of stuff, because after a while for me, I am projecting that onto other people. So if I wake up and I see the and you, hey girl, what's up? Nothing. It's like, well, girl, I'm just asking. Like,
you know what? I can honestly agree.
I wake up a lot better.
Let me ask all of my viewers and all of my addresses this question. Do y'all find yourself sometimes deactivating social medias for a while, and just once y'all do, if you do it, then I'm gonna ask you the second part of the question. Do you find your days just being a lot better? You wake up on the right side of the bed, your days is smoother. Because I've noticed if I take a month off, I am so much more productive and naturally happy.
Yeah. So I'm on a sabbatical right now. I'm on a sabbatical.
So I want to know, is it like that for y'all? Is it like that for y'all? It has been a pleasure talking to you, my girl.
I love when you call me that. I believe it.
But
like
my girl,
I love
you
when
is
you
my
call me
girl.
that. Yeah, I know. I believe it.
You know what? Every time, you know what, bitch, that bitch, now you gotta give it to me tonight because this is the third city we done been in together, and we keep saying
yes,
where's the first of all we was in New Orleans, we didn't get to carry that night, and we just seen each other somewhere real briefly.
It was New York.
It was New York.
It was New York last year. Yeah,
was it the Landvin Ball?
Yes, it was.
It was the Landvin Ball. Like we
weekend.
keep being in the same city.
Yeah. But tonight is the night.
Baby. She about to take me out on the
Chris,
town.
she's in LA.
I am
like,
in LA.
What?
Thank you for coming on the show. But before, this is the last question because I asked all of my guests this question. If you can talk to Baby Gia,
okay.
Kitten Gia.
I watch, so I know the question.
Okay,
Sorry.
you do?
I love this.
All right,
I love this part.
Give it to him then.
Being transparent, you are right. You are absolutely right. Everything you felt, everything you thought about, everything you fantasized about, everything you dreamt about, bitch, it's true, it's real, it's gonna happen, and just let it happen.
Oh, let it happen. And while we're letting it happen, let's do what? On the count of three. On the count of three, please let everybody know what show we are on right now. 1, 2, 3.
Let's address it.
Let's go. Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling.
I love you so much.